Now taking a break from getting so deep, man. Have y'all seen the latest games coming out and animes and just everything dropping? Yo, we have to talk about Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is just man, I read the whole manga, and by read the whole manga I mean I watched somebody else read the whole manga. Hate me. I cannot wait till they start getting to the other parts, especially when they fight the moon breathing dude, which is me basically. But I cannot wait. I cannot wait. These if you literally have not watched anime, please start with Demon Slayer. See if you can get into it, get over Zenitsu's fucking crying, and then get over like the little, like, I guess not filler parts, but like the I feel like sometimes there's a tad bit of fan service. But I mean, it's actually Mitsuri is getting destroyed in this other thing that'd be fan service, which is not even that bad. It's just the weirdest thing about nudity. Yo, someone said, so like I heard this, and I don't know if it's true, but I heard like it's the fans getting mad at like the little nudity part of her like taking a bath in the hot springs in the new upcoming season. And they're saying like Demon Slayer is for kids. Since when the fuck was heads getting fully fucking decapitated, like, for kids? Like, yo, like what heads getting straight cut off? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, for kids, I guess so. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Maybe Japanese kids are just built different. They're built over there different in the Eastern world. They're built different. Like it's like blood and heads cutting off is simple shit. I don't know. But Demon Slayer is so fire. You need to watch Demon Slayer for your first anime, first of all. Let that be the introduction. But I think it will be hard. If you start with that, like, I think the animation of other animes would fuck you up. Like, I appreciate, like, everything, in general. So it's just, like, it's not bad for me, but I cannot, like, hands down, I will argue this all day. I don't care. It is, first of all, the stakes are crazy because they are just normal-ass humans using breathing techniques to fight overpowered demons. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the demons are weak, so, like, the breathing techniques, the hone in their body, the discipline, already inspirational. Makes it like, holy shit, the stakes are crazy. Like, they could get killed. The demons regenerate. And then it's so cool to see how they break down the certain styles, because it's like, yo, they're literally explaining almost like if you can take the message from it, it's literally like they're explaining that there's all paths lead to the same thing. Like, they're all right, or they're all like derived from the moon and the sun breathing. And it's funny because they say the sun, which is, if you literally took it like a real life, like the sun gives life to all. And even like, religions, philosophies that believe the sun is just the shit, and we absorb the sun. It's like they're trying to literally say that in Demon Slayer. Like, it's all really us. Like, I love how these shows do this, and it's more shows than Demon Slayer, but that's why I love the beauty of Demon Slayer. Then it's not only that, it's like all roads, all tools, like, lead to home. If you couldn't learn a certain style, then make, like, offshoots were created. You got like the insect breathing, snake breathing, sound breathing, wind like, well, wind is one of the main ones, or main elements, but that's still like a derivative. I was over here thinking about Avatar. I started going into Avatar, but and it's just crazy to me because, like, they're normal humans. So, like, when I think of the battle that happens in Entertainment District arc with the Upper Moon 6 demon, like, mind you, they haven't seen an Upper Moon for years. So they didn't even know, like, I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to leave it open, but they didn't even know what they were fighting up against. Like, they were just hoping that the Hashira of this generation, which they're built different, were going to be ready to battle them when one showed up. When they ran into one. And, go watch it and you go find out. But the thing what's so just nuts is just that it's like really like how they be seeing that the demons are also them, and just like, oh, like this demon reminds me of my little sister and you remind me of me, and really just showing the mirror reflections. They're showing kind of what I was talking about in the beginning, how the Satan and demons and all that thing is just you. It's just like Demon Slayer is so beautiful with that. And then when they fight in these stakes, yo, I'm telling you, they're really getting ripped apart. Like they're getting demolished. Like they're just humans. And then there's the whole Demon Slayer mark, but I won't explain that. That's gonna be coming a little bit later. I mean, in the entertainment district arc, it pops up, which is a little bit of a boost to their natural bodies. But that's honestly, it reminds me of like what Bruce Lee talks about, or like people going into the zone. That's almost like what the Demon Slayer mark reminds me of. Which, if you were able to do that, then yeah, in a sense, you wouldn't like the demon's abilities, it would put you on a kind of close to a level, but regardless, they don't get a crazy power up. And when the mark is manifested, you're supposedly supposed to die at 25. Like it's still they have to give their all to even touch the demons. Like it's crazy. And it's like another kind of like what is it? Is this shit like an allegory allegory? Allegory. Imagine that. But an allegory, I don't know what the fuck, alliteration, whatever the fuck the word is, like to real life, where, or you could just draw the comparison to real life, where you have to hone and discipline yourself so strong to the point where it's like, even if you make the slightest inch, it's just that amount of progress you got to be so proud of, because that slight edge made you just even better than you were the moment before, you know. And it's like, even if you reach your peak, you still maintain that peak. And it's like the demons don't got that. And it's almost like it's the representation of that. They basically sold their soul and they just gained all this power. But still, they're showing that like this discipline of yourself. Now, I don't want to necessarily say hard work, just the discipline of their own mind to overcome obstacles and that other side of themselves. You know. It's just like, it's on some other shit. It's truly on some other shit. Honestly, I want to take this and make it its own thing, because like, Demon Slayer is fire. So I'll throw this in the podcast episode you're listening to now. But I'm gonna make this shit its own separate video, because Demon Slayer is just so fire that this just got its own segment. But I'm really telling you, like, it really shows what you're going through when like people are like, oh, they're fighting their demons. Like when you watch the entertainment district arc, now the Hashira are built different. Like the Hashira is where you're trying to be disciplined at in real life with yourself. Like, let me tell you right now. But the demon that they fight, the Upper Moon 6, matches the Hashira so well. Uzui Tengen, like literally Gyutaro is the demon. And when you watch the fighting styles in the anime, like it shows, like the way they did it with such beautiful animation, it shows how they're both so similar in movements. Like Uzui was a perfect match for fighting this motherfucker. And it's the most beautiful thing to see. But y'all have to understand how like amazingly handicapped they are. How I just put that. But you really have to understand the stakes. And I feel like that alone puts it above other shonen for me. I mean, just because like it's like, you know, you watch Naruto and shit, and you know these motherfuckers gonna bust out some overpowered moon busting moves. But then in Demon Slayer, there's that sense of these motherfuckers have to fight like they're dead. Like real life quotes. I think it was Miyamoto Musashi, where a quote is like, you gotta fight as if you're already dead. Like that's almost like how the discipline in your mind should be daily. You should like some David Goggins shit. You have to live as if you're already dead, like be doing everything to the fullest. And they're really fighting in that fucking show as if they were dead, because like the demons are on some nut shit. And I just feel like that's what puts it above like moon busting, planet busting motherfuckers that I've seen in other animes. I just feel like they're handicapped in such a cool way, normally being human, but which is not a handicap. But then the handicap comes when you see the demons. It's like, oh shit, it's like your training might not even save you here. Like you got to unlock something beyond. It's got to be a spiritual process. But that's it. But the animes have been kicking off lately, and yeah.